And welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. Now, if you watched last week's show, you know that the Cajon softball team won a CIF Southern Section Division V championship. In fact, in dramatic fashion, in extra innings against El Toro. We had those highly interviews right here on Sports Weekly. Well, now the Cowgirls are turning their attention to the state playoffs. Now, this is something that's still kind of relatively new in CIF as they get ready to go to the Southern California Regional Tournament. And the Cowgirls hard at work, caught up with them at practice this week as they get ready. The brackets coming out this Sunday, and then they will play several games this upcoming week. It's a busy time, especially for the seniors, balancing graduation and the state tournament. So it's a very busy time of the year, but it's a good problem to have, right? To be playing this deep into the season. There's only a handful of teams still playing. We had a chance to catch up with a couple of the seniors for Cajon, Kim Rodas and Vanessa Flores, and head coach Lee Haynes. We're here at Cajon High School softball practice as the Cowgirls are getting ready for the state tournament, the SoCal Regional coming up. And Coach, this is still kind of a relatively new thing, this Southern California Regionals. The season continues because back in the day, I say back in the day, but it was all about CIF, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, of course, it's been so long since I've been there. I think we were still using like rolled up socks for balls and stuff. But yeah, we didn't have it back when I played. So I'm not real, or back when I was coaching before. Last time we made CIF. So this is a new experience for us. Yeah.
What's it like coming off such a dramatic win in a CIF championship game? Has it been difficult to kind of regroup and refocus on a season that's continuing now with hopefully a couple more wins still in store for you guys?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question because I had heard from a couple other coaches that went through it the last couple years, Coach Rogers in football, Coach Grande at baseball, that it was hard getting back up the next week. And our first practice we took Monday off. Our first practice Tuesday was terrible. It was like trying to convince them, we got to do it all over again, guys, come on. But they kind of locked in now. Yeah, they're getting excited for it now. But yeah, that first practice was a little bit like, so.
But this is history for this team because, Cajon's had a team in the past win a CIF championship in softball, but with the introduction of this, the state tournament, this SoCal Regional, like no other team has gone this far in Cajon history.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we kind of talked to him about was this is the first time you're going to be able to, be a Cajon team to win this. And after the last couple seasons, it's just a pleasure to be able to get this far and to have this success. We jokingly, I used to call our team last year like the Edmund Fitzgerald because we were dead in the water. And, we've been brought back to life now, and it's like fantastic. It really is. So we're excited.
And finally, Coach, I was talking to Vanessa Flores. She's a senior. I know she, had an injury last season, which a couple of your key players had injuries last season. So how rewarding has it been to have your team kind of back together, have them healthy, and finally see what they could do, which obviously resulted in a CIF title?
Yeah, and that was the thing. We knew that was there, and it was so hard going through last year. How hard it was having Jada Vegas sitting on your bench, and unable to pitch, and then Vanessa Flores broke her leg in travel ball, and we lost her for the year. And but yeah, we were just a shell. I remember the second time we played Beaumont, we had 3 starters that started the first game against them. The other 6 were all out hurt at that time. So it was great to get back this year and and see it come to fruition.
And now join us here, senior Vanessa Flores. And Vanessa, what a crazy time of the year for you. CIF champion, you got graduation coming up, you're going to the state playoffs in the SoCal Regional. What's it like right now? Just kind of chaotic?
Yeah, it is, but we're just trying to keep it calm, keep the same thing we're doing. We don't need to change anything just because, a lot of big things are coming up. Stay within yourself, keep it consistent, and just have like a great mindset throughout this time. So.
Coach is telling me you had an injury last season. So to come back this year, come back healthy, and win a CIF championship, I mean, how rewarding has your final year as a Cajon Cowgirl been?
It's been good. Senior year has been treating us very well. Everything, from my freshman year, we've been putting in a lot of work into it finally coming to what we like and a good outcome, it feels good to be a part of this team and play for Lee Haynes. Due to my injury, yes, it was hard for me to sit out and take some time back because I've been fighting for this. I've been wanting to win that CIF championship, and we did it. So I had to just come back stronger this year. So.
And it's not done yet. So, I mean, the CIF championship, obviously, when you start a season, that's what it's all about, winning a CIF title. But now with the introduction of this new, the state tournament, this SoCal Regional coming up, I mean, the season is still continuing for you guys this upcoming week. How exciting is that you still have hopefully a couple more games left?
Yes, it's very exciting. And, just what I want to do is I want everyone to be happy with this team. Be hard, play hard, just keep the same mindset, keep the same. Nothing changes. No, just because we're going into state doesn't mean you need to change your whole perspective on this game. Keep doing what you're doing. So. All
right, that's Vanessa Flores. Now join us here, Kim Rodas, who had the game-winning hit in that CIF Southern Section Championship game in Division 5. And Kim, I know you still have games in front of you as you go to the state playoffs, the SoCal Regional, but how exciting is it to think about the legacy that you're leaving here at Cajon to win a CIF title and be the first team to advance past the CIF, go on to the state tournament?
I mean, it feels great. It really feels amazing because as a senior and the years before that, like my freshman and sophomore year, not many people saw or knew what we were like. We had Jada Villegas' arm coming, and so when she got hurt her freshman year, and it was just like we were praying for her to recover fast as possible. So not many people were expecting this year for us to go this far, even winning CIF, So just to be able to make it to states, it's just an amazing feeling as a senior.
Coach and Vanessa Flores, who's another senior, said, last year was frustrating because of injuries and it just didn't really pan out how you guys wanted to. So how special did it feel to come back and have everybody healthy and say, hey, okay, when everybody's healthy, we're actually a pretty good team. We're a CIF championship caliber team.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened to happen my senior year. We were all healthy. We're all playing with our hearts and giving all we have on the field, especially that we know we have the talent to. We won CIF and now we're going to states. We're just playing with our hearts and just thinking of it and being as humble as possible just to know that we made it this far. We just want to keep going and win.
All right, Kim, last question. So speaking of being humble, you had the game-winning hit to win the CIF championship for Cajon. As a senior, how do you keep your team focused? How do you get them to regroup and now focus on the state playoffs? Because winning CIF's like the ultimate. How do you get dialed in again and try to make a run at another championship here?
I mean, it's still surreal. It still hasn't set in that we're CIF champs, But I just tell my team it's just another game, just with bigger people, more people, more excitement, And I just keep reminding them we made it this far. Let's not give up. Let's keep going, and we just keep motivating one another. So that's what we do.
Good luck, Kim.
Thank you.
All right, that's Kim Rodas.
So the season marches on for the Cajon softball team. Best of luck to the Cowgirls. When we come back here on Sports Weekly, we'll talk more football with the University of Redlands. The Bulldogs hosting their summer camp series for a bunch of the top high school football players in the Inland Empire. We'll talk about that next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.